I wanted to sit here and I wanted to do a little video about feeling stupid and about how, because of where I am in my life, position situational wise, 35, still living at home, feeling like a failure, it kind of made me feel a bit stupid because I look around and see people who are in better jobs earning more money, and it seems like something that I'm unable to achieve. And because of that, it makes you feel a little bit just stupid, even though you're not. But every time I try to record it, the words just don't come out right. It's just not there. And then I was like, oh, maybe I could do a video about, hey, how we can help ourselves out. People who feel like this. We could do these little things like there's plenty of free courses on Google, or you could learn a language on Duolingo or stuff like this. But then it's just like you're messing with your own self in a way, in that it's all well and good to sit here and preach that we could do all these things. But realistically, how many do I do myself? I'm learning a language on Duolingo at the minute, but it's 5 minutes a day, and I'm forgetting half the stuff that I've already learned. It's not something that's benefiting me because there's nobody that I can talk to in that language. So it's just like, I don't know, you're learning something that you're not using, so you're forgetting it what you're learning. I don't want to sit here and preach. I don't want to sit here and say, oh, this is what you should do or this is what you could do. Just simply because I don't do it myself. If I'm going to sit here and do that, then I have to do these things myself. And my biggest issue with them is I don't keep consistent. Sure, I've took up trying to learn something on Google. It's a 40-hour course. I'm probably, I don't know, 10 hours into it or something, and I haven't touched it in months. Same with Duolingo. Like, I started to do Duolingo some point last year. Haven't touched it. Yes, now I'm on like a 71-day streak, woohoo. But like I say, I'm not benefiting from it because what I'm learning isn't sticking. And in all fairness, if you use Duolingo, it's pattern recognition. So once you know what you need to know for the like 4 or 5, I don't know what you call them, like questions or whatever, then you can just fly through them. It's real simple pattern recognition. It's not learning anything. I don't feel like I'm benefiting from it. So I guess the irony of it all being, this video is a prime example, potentially, of why I'm in the situation that I'm in. Because I don't stay focused on something, because I can't stay focused on something. But maybe that in itself is also a positive thing to acknowledge. I know that I need stimulation from many different sources in order to stay sort of motivated or on track. So if I'm in a job that is very linear, sooner or later I am going to get bored with it. That doesn't help me in the here and now try and work out what it is that I want to do, because I haven't got a clue what I would like to do. But what I'm learning more and more and more about myself is I need stimulation. I need to feel that I'm learning stuff like all the time. But it needs to be practical stuff that I can see an end result with. So that's something that I've felt has been important for me when it comes to looking for a job, was I want to see an end result for my time. That was why when I left school and I went to college, I wanted to start to learn bricklaying so that I could be a brickie. Because when you think about it, what you spend your life doing is stood around you in the world that we live in. Then I was decided, like, okay, go to uni, do civil engineering. In the fact that I look around the world that we live in now, it's very dull and boring. And I wanted to be able to do something about that. Unfortunately, I got kicked out of uni, that's another story. And then that led me to be an electrician. And again, that was something that was a different one, that was. Because to an extent, you could see what you spent your time doing. But also, when everything's put away nicely, you can't. You flick a switch and a light comes on, for example. You don't see all the wiring and stuff buried in the background of the walls for that. And then that led me to where I currently, hopefully, am still employed. And that's at the foundry where we make artwork. And that is all labour. And there is a huge reward at the end of it because you can see what you make. But being there for 5 years, it's not stimulating enough anymore. So I don't want to sit here and preach. I just want to be open and honest with you. And I've noticed that one of my videos has started to pick up a lot of traction. And I'm slightly worried in a way because it worries me that that video is finding people, which means there are a lot more people out there who feel this way than I'd potentially hope there to be. It's kind of sad because sometimes when you feel some things, you kind of hope for other people's sake that you're the only one. So when a video about me being 35 and feeling like a failure starts to actually pick up some views, that's quite sad, because it just makes me wonder, the sort of people that are watching that video, are they in the same boat? I know I wanted to have like a community of like-minded people, so there's a safe space for us, but I suppose the argument is you don't want people to feel the same thing that you feel. And I don't know why, but it's getting me quite emotional thinking about that. I think it's because I'm in a low spot. I'm waiting for spinal surgery. Work is going to speak to me within the next couple of days. I don't know what that's about. That might be about parting ways, which means I'm not going to be employed anymore. So I literally have no income. I'm unable to work due to waiting for spinal surgery. And I'm 35 years old, and it just adds to that impact of, you're really failing now. You're not just failing, you're really failing now. You really don't have any income. You don't have a job. I try to keep positive for the people around me so they don't know that I'm struggling a little bit, because they don't need to know. You know, everybody's got their own stuff going on. As long as I've got the parents that I'm so grateful to have, I've got a roof over my head, I've got somewhere to stay. But you can't hide the fact that that shouldn't even be an option. I shouldn't be here still at this age. I don't know what this video is. I don't know what this video is about, but I think I just needed to be a little bit more clear and open with my worry. I'm really sorry, by the way, if you're one of those people in the same position. I mean, I say I'm sorry, it's not my fault as such, but I know what you're feeling, and it sucks that there seems to be more and more of us. It really does suck, and I don't know how to help you out, and I wish I did. But like I said at the start, I can't sit here and preach stuff that I don't do myself. I don't want to be that person. I want to be authentic. I want to be me. If I find something that changes in a good way for me, I want to bring that to you. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we could do this, if I'm not going to do it myself. There's no point. There's no point. I just needed to say something. Cheers, guys.